The last time Bitcoin has died was only a couple days ago, and this is thanks to a website that is going to be perfect. The volume is working. Wanted to test that out. Welcome, everybody. My name is Michael Kubera, and the last time Bitcoin has been reported to be dead by the news and by major media sources, at least as reported on 99 Bitcoins. It is a news site linked in the description below. Was only a couple days ago, but this site has recorded stuff all the way from 2010, and we're going to be going through every single one of those times. 329. Now, we're not going to go through all the articles. We're just going to go through the article titles, but this is just to show you. This is just one website that's recording this. I actually think there's been way more events than 329 times, but this is from like CNBC and Vox and Vice. So even stuff that's not crypto related, but just major media sources on YouTube, blogging websites, stuff like Bloomberg and MarketWatch, so all these financial websites on Wall Street. Every single time it has been reported to be dead. Well, here we are. Bitcoin's not dead. And sure, it's at 3,000 right now, where I'm going to share my screen and we're actually going to go through all this stuff. But it's doing really well compared to when it was worth $2,000 or $1,000 or even $20. Or remember when it was 1 penny? Sure, it dropped from $20,000, but it didn't die. And to be quite honest, Bitcoin's not going to be dead, just as a person isn't dead until their name is mentioned for the last time ever, which is also a scary thing to think about. But usually it takes a couple generations for that individual's name to be forgotten about, unless they were written about in the history books or whatever happened, right? But Bitcoin will not officially be dead until everybody stops talking about it. And that's not going to happen for a couple generations. So let's get into it. Let's share a screen. How is everybody doing tonight or in the morning? Because it's 2:39 in the morning here, but depending on where you are in Australia or in Hawaii. Oh man, Hawaii's got a nice time difference. Hello everybody. All right, you should be seeing my screen right now. Volume should be good. Droxy, what's up, Perpecuta? Out on bail and cheeseburgers. Hello. All right, so there is me, and let us go into 99 Bitcoins. We're going to start with an article title here from 23 pennies. I know I just released a video about this, but we didn't go all the way in depth. And I know this may be like repetitive to some people, but again, this is just to prove a point. Why Bitcoin can't be a currency. This is by the Underground Economist. And this one I love because this guy I mentioned in the video actually admitted he made a mistake. So we're going to go to his Tumblr, and he's made an update. Since I posted this, I've been convinced that due to its unique properties as a purely digital, scarce, easily transferred artifact, Bitcoin's exchange value is probably enough by itself to prevent a deflationary spiral to zero. All right, guys, as he made a second update, it's fine. He doesn't need any more trolls. Hi, historians. Beautiful name, by the way. So we're going to begin. And if you go to this website, you can find Bitcoin obituaries all the way at the bottom, and the Bitcoin historical price, which this is actually quite nice because you're able to click on all these events. Bitcoin price breaks $5,000 for the first time, and that was 2017 on the 10th month and on the 13th day. But you're able to see stuff from like 2017, the third month. SEC denies the Winklevoss ETF, but you're also able to see stuff like this. Mt. Gox opens for business July 18th, 2010. The Bitcoin value 10 days later was 6 pennies. And the Bitcoin value when it started was 7 pennies. This was back in 2010. So, Mr. Historians, let's go into the history of Bitcoin through the obituaries. Why Bitcoin can't be a cryptocurrency. We began with that, the Underground Economist. That was in December of 2010. May 2011, why Bitcoin will fail. Ape and War, $3.12. June 2011, why Bitcoin will fail as a currency. Tabs blog. This is at $19.73. So we see a huge jump here already. 2011, 1 year 1 year after this, well, less than a year after the Underground Economist, when it was at 23 pennies, we're already nearly at $20. That is a huge increase. And then Forbes says, so that's the end of Bitcoin then. Forbes at $15.15. Bitcoins aren't secure, as both the recent theft and this password problem show. They're not liquid nor store of value, as the price collapse shows. And if they're none of those things, then they'll not be a great medium of exchange either, as who would want to accept them? It's difficult to see what the currency has going for it. Ooh, yikes, at $15. Now, a little while after that, in July 2011, why Bitcoin will fail as a currency. The calculating investor, $14. So we see a little bit of a drop there. August 2011, it's at $10.95 from Gizmodo, a tech magazine. The Bitcoin is dying. The Bitcoin? Like the Facebook? What? Whatever. The rise and fall of Bitcoin. Wired at $2.37. Yikes. This is in November 2011. Oh, Wired did have a good position here because, again, you have to remember, while it's at $2, that is, there's so many things out there. There's so many stocks and weird markets that could have gotten a couple $100 million, and hey, suddenly it falls. So Wired, we can't blame him, right? The rise and fall of Bitcoin seemed like a good article at the time. Wired, tired, expired for 2012, expired Bitcoin by Wired, $13.30. It did go up within a year from $2.37 to $13.30. And dang, do we have a rise? Oh my goodness. Do you see that? $141.32. Now you can start seeing a pattern. We're only at the bottom here, guys. We're going through 329 of these. This is going to get annoying for some of you, so you're able to click off if you kind of get the point already. But for those of you who are really non-believers in this, so far we've seen it jump from 23 pennies to $20 here a year later. And then if we go all the way up here, oh, looky here, we're already above $100. 2013, only 3 years later, right? Why Bitcoin is doomed to fail. Fool's gold. The Bitcoin bubble has burst. $84, $131, $141. We're going to do this a little bit faster now, so we're not going to read out all the names, but just do the titles. May 2013, $117, $122. Game over Bitcoin. Where's the next human-based digital currency? Now, I must point out that in 2013, we've already seen a couple projects get interested with Bitcoin. They read through the white paper, and they're like, you know what? This is pretty cool stuff. We've seen it go up past $100. We've seen it go to $150. Like, dang. I mean, let's create our own currency. And around, 2013, 14, 15, 16, you see a lot of new projects come up. So, OUI share, I'm not sure what that is. Never really heard of that, but they were onto something with where's the next human-based digital currency? I mean, hey, beware of this insidious new currency scam, Salon. I'm kind of curious, like, what is Salon about? Are they a tech magazine? Let's see what Salon wrote. Ultimately, it's greed, not a genuine interest in a fundamentally stronger alternative to the status quo that's driving Bitcoin prices. So forget Bitcoin being a contender as an alternative currency. At best, it's a speculative investment. Well, it is speculative, but hey. Deepak asks, is that a good time to buy Bitcoin or should I wait? Deepak, here's what I'm going to say to you in response. Listen, it's only a good time to buy Bitcoin when you are ready for that. And by ready, I mean you have enough investment capital to invest into multiple different areas so you're able to diversify. And I don't mean like diversify into 5 different cryptos. I mean diversify into 5 different asset class, right? And, you get a little bit going into maybe purchasing a house, or you get some gold for you. You start investing in your own business. So I'm talking about people who have, 6, 7 figures. But if you're underneath that, well, if your job, if your, next future career is revolving around cryptocurrency, you can invest a lot of time finding out what the next thing in cryptocurrency is. It could be, in addition to cloud mining, it could be something revolving around the next blockchain. There's so many new companies out there, so many new jobs. You could create the next company. If you want, you can invest a little bit in Bitcoin right now, next week, next month. I can't be the person who's going to tell you when to buy Bitcoin. Only you can be the true decision maker behind that. And before you're able to decide, you got to do some research. Right now, sure, it may be cheap to some. In my opinion, it's cheap, but just because I said it's cheap doesn't mean you should buy, because to you, it might be really expensive. To me, well, hey, I could be completely wrong. A lot of people could be completely wrong, but the one thing that this video is going to go to show is that most likely it will return. Most likely, it may never return. It may be a bubble. It may just die. You know, the 330th, the 500th time, the 1,000th time, it may finally die. Maybe it is a scam, as Louis Bassanace over here said. But, you know, only you can be the decision maker behind that. But a lot of people, you know, when they were trying to become multimillionaires or billionaires, they had to take some risk. And once it is well-planned risk, they were able to go through it. Desperate for an alternative to the US dollar. And by the way, the US dollar is doing really bad. Like there's what, 2 to 4% inflation every single year. At least that's what the government's telling us. But a lot of people suspect it's doing much worse. Oh, man. Ever since the Federal Reserve embarked on its easy money campaign, everyone and their mother has been on a crusade for an alternative reserve currency. Yes, but Bitcoin came out after the 2008-2009 recession, and Bitcoin actually used a lot of different technologies and a lot of different studies that came about. And, you know, Satoshi Nakamoto, whether it was an individual or group, they finally made something that made sense. A lot of people reviewed the project and they decided, you know what, it's good enough. Let's invest some more time into it. And after some improvements, hey, you know, it's been around here for the next decade ever since then. And we're going to see whether it's still going to be around in a couple of years, but whether it will be the top crypto or not, whether it, you know, falls out kind of like MySpace did after Facebook came about, at least it laid the ground framework, right? So it built a base, and cryptos are kind of here to stay. You know, blockchain's here to stay. A lot of banks, a lot of new companies are really interested in it. Whether Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple will be around, hey, who knows? But that's what the risk is behind there. So this guy, oh man, he called Bitcoin a scam. Oh, $117. I was going back through why Wall Street Daily. Looks like they changed their name from Salon to Wall Street Daily. Maybe Salon wasn't working for them. I get it, you know. It's been many years. It's been many years, and Salon doesn't really seem like a financial institutional name. June 2013, Bitcoin sees the Grim Reaper by New York Magazine, $105. Oh, we're getting some action here in 2013 of August. The SEC shows why Bitcoin is doomed. This is the first time the SEC has shown up on this website over here in the obituaries. August 8th in 2013. Bloomberg, boom, big name, $93.50. It fell below the hundreds range. Why Bitcoin will fail, why Bitcoin is doomed to fail. September, a Bitcoin FAQ. Uh-oh, we're back up above 100. Wonder what happened there. Oh, looky here. We have Salon. Wait. Hold up. Where's Salon? Beware of this insidious new currency scam at $117. So a couple months later, Bitcoin is a remarkable innovation. Here's why it will fail. Double down on being wrong. It's at 145 now. And where are we next? Bitcoin is a joke. Business Insider at $433. Bitcoin is a joke at $433 from Business Insider after, you know, the past month it was at 145, then 122, $93. Yeah, Bitcoin is still doomed. At 641. How Bitcoin is going to fail and why it is not a gold equivalent at 787. Once you use Bitcoin, you can't go back, and that is its fatal flaw. I want to remind you guys that Wired over here is posting at November 26, 2013 at $835, while Wired was down here below at $2.37 and $13.30. Oh, Bitcoin's expired. Yeah. So, you know, you just got to stick to your ego. Oh, you're totally right, Wired. Oh, totally. Yes, because $835 is quite an increase from $2. Like I just want you guys, like, again, we're at the very bottom here. I want you to realize how absurd this is. How absurd this is. And you're going to see some of these names pop up many times. A prediction, Bitcoin is doomed to fail. Now we see a new record high, $955.67, and we're close to the $1,000 range, which, again, these are articles coming out after a drop. These are articles coming out after it drops. So Bitcoin actually is doing much, much better than all these prices. But this is when they're writing after a little bit of a drop. It could be a significant drop or it could be a small drop. But actually, to help you guys out here, Reddit, cryptocurrencies, Reddit, Bitcoin times it died. Oh boy. Let's see. Number of times Bitcoin died. There was a really good link here. I love Reddit. There's a really good link here that said, here is a beautiful map that shows the amount of times. That's actually going to probably do it a little bit better for you guys. So let's click on that. Here we have it at $5. Here we have it at $2. Here we have it at $100. Here we have it at $1,000. Oh, Bitcoin is a Ponzi scheme. Rip Bitcoin. The death of Bitcoin. Technology will kill Bitcoin. Above $10,000. High secular talk. Hide the arm flare. Oh boy. Oh boy, yeah. So anyways, back to reading. Again, guys, Bitcoin is dead, or at least it seems, right? Because we went from 23 pennies to $3 to above $100 to above 500, above 1,000. Bitcoin will crash to $10 by mid 2014. Business Insider. Hold up. So Bitcoin is at $3,494 right now. And if we go to 2014, we're going to go all right, 2014. Where's 2014? Here we go. Did they write a specific date? My mid 2014, so like summertime 2014? Summertime 2014, where is that? May, we have June. No, it's not close to $10 because it's not even close to $300, $400, $500. We're at August. Okay. Oh, guys, look, it dropped. It dropped all the way to $300 in October, but not even close to $10. Oh man. Looks like Business Insider completely failed on that bit. One thing you can bank on, the Bitcoin currency is doomed by Valley News at 798, an early obituary for Bitcoin at 821, fool.com. Wonder who's the fool now. Why Bitcoin is doomed as a currency. 821, 912. We see it going back up here again next year, right? Bitcoin is an amazing example of a bubble. Robert Schiller, 797, 71 pennies. So we see this beautiful, beautiful map right here. But I do want to find that link. Reddit, Bitcoin. Oh, guys, there was like 7 periods. Bitcoin. What is it called? Bitcoin price crashes. Let's see. There's got to be the link here. Historical Bitcoin price crashes. Is this it? I think we found it. Okay, we're close. But you can see this is similar to what I was looking for, but this might actually be better. Yeah, this is beautiful. Oh my God, I've never seen this before. This is another beautiful image. Wow, thank you, Reddit. 16 days correction. A 3 days correction, a 2 days correction, a 3 days correction, a 1 day correction at 378. We can already see $3, $7, $33, $45, 378. The worst one was from November 13th to January 15th. So this is the time point we're at where it fell 87%. So as you can see, from November 13th to 15th, we're going to have a lot of these articles. You can see there's quite a bit more than one article here, one article there, 3 there. And that's because there's more traction. There's much more investors. But wow, 411 days. Sounds pretty bad, right? I mean, it's not that much if you really think about it. It's just over a year where, I mean, compared to other markets of the world, a year is really nothing. A year is really nothing. I mean, oh man, cryptocurrencies are so new compared to the stock market and compared to, geez, guys, you got to be more patient. But anyways, let's continue reading. This is fun. All right, January 2014. Where did we leave off at? Bitcoin fails as a currency and the bubble will eventually pop. Bitcoin is an amazing example of a bubble, guys. It's a bubble. That's why it didn't pop here at $3. $2, $84. Yeah, it's failed. It's failed. Is Bitcoin dead? Bitcoin is dead. Look, they answered their own questions here. Bitcoin is dead. After this one asked if it's dead, and it rose what, like 40, $50 here. Great. Mount Gox meltdown spells doom for Bitcoin. Doom. Bloomberg. Again, we see that name. 532. The exact date for Bitcoin's final crash to $0. I'm actually really curious. Wall Street Daily at $579. Do they give us an exact date? They do. How beautiful is this? Oh my God. Nie mogę dłużej zostać porano do pracy. Buziaczki, Wąglik 95. Super, słuchaj, dzięki, że przyszedłeś tutaj na livestream. Bardzo się cieszę. Jest 3 nad ranem tutaj w Polsce. Nie wiem, jak możesz oglądać to 3, ale też nie wiem, jak ja mogę to livestreamować. No ale hej, Bitcoin, kochać Bitcoin, kurczę. Anyways, so gotta love Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin's days are numbered, literally. Williams predicts that Bitcoin will trade for under $10 by June 30th, 2014. But the point is clear. Bitcoin doesn't stand a chance. I don't think they did an exact date by 0, but let's check out the source. They did an exact date by when it's trading below $10, which that's been repeated by many people. It didn't even come close to the $10 point. And then after, it went up above $10,000. But while that loads, we're going to return to it. No worries. No worries. We're at 579. It's going up to 668, 672. We see Vice. Right? Mainstream media in 2014. In 2014, you also have to get a period of what is going on. Mt. Gox, Silk Road, the darknet markets are getting more into fruition. You're seeing a lot of news coverage about this. And, CNN, Fox News, they're talking about it. Yahoo. Oh, Yahoo. Really? I'm surprised to see Yahoo. Who's next? Google's going to make a... Oh, man. March 2014. The doomsday call of Bitcoin. Bitcoin is dead. Bitcoin is nearly dead. Oh, that's a good one. See, if you're not 100% certain that an article that you're going to post might be the downfall of your website, just put in the word nearly in there. So it's like, oh, he nearly died, but hey, it survived. It went from $672 to $20,000, but it nearly died. Guys, come on, give us a break. Sorry, libertarians, your dream of a Bitcoin paradise is officially dead and gone. Salon. Wait. Guys. Do you remember where Salon was? I saw that name before. Hold up. Salon. $145. Here we have it at 637 and 117, 145. So it's a scam here. It's going to fail at 145. And the next point is at, where was it? At 637. Are we going to see Salon at like 2000? I don't know, guys. Come on. Like, dang, Salon, get your act together. Sorry, libertarians. Your dream of a Bitcoin. When are they going to apologize to their readers? Like, not just the libertarians. Like, sorry, readers. Our news site sucks so much that we actually have to change the name from Salon because Salon was plastered all over. Maybe that's why they changed their name. I mean, the real reason we changed their name. The real reason Bitcoin is doomed at 631. Bitcoin is dead. Long live Bitcoin. Oh, that's like a really passive aggressive, like that's also really good marketing technique. Wow. Oh, okay, bipolar right there, Vice at 584. So April 2014, we're like halfway through the worst period of time, where you see right here the 411 days correction, November 13th to January 15th, right, of January 2015. Oh man, this is fun. And guys, I want to remind you, like, there is a long period. I don't know. I don't think this will load. Wall Street Daily. I think this is Salon. Yeah, it's not going to load. Where did we leave off at? This could be the end of the Bitcoin area. Bitcoin meltdown. Bitcoin is doomed to fail. Cult markets. When the bubble burst, Financial Times, it did fall a little bit here. It's getting risky. 3 reasons Bitcoin is doomed to fail. Fool.com. David Seaman said we need to consider the distinct possibility that Bitcoin is dying. That is the first. That's the first professional headline I've seen yet. We need to consider the distinct possibility that Bitcoin is dying. It's a nice thing to consider, but sorry, David, you're wrong. Where did Bitcoin go wrong? CNN. Where did you guys go wrong at $333.58? Brian. Hi, Brian. Welcomes multi-do. Greetings from Florida. Avi, what do you think the intrinsic value of a Bitcoin really is? What's the right price to you? I don't think there is a right price. I think it will always be in a state of fluctuation, even in the really stable periods. The more amount of users there are, the more it's going to fluctuate. Like the best way I can compare it is, well, it's kind of a bad comparison, but it's a nice way to show an example to the viewers out there and to people who may not be familiar with Bitcoin. If you compare Bitcoin with one of the world's most powerful stocks out there, Berkshire Hathaway, where Berkshire is now trading at like 230,000 or 240,000, something absurd like that. Even if it changes at 1% value, 1% of 200,000, like that's a lot of money, right? So if somebody has 10 of those stocks, oh my God, they just lost 5 figures, right? Even though, the stock went down like 1%, right? So if Bitcoin ever does return to 50,000, if Bitcoin ever does return to 20,000 or reaches 50,000 or 100, 200,000, if it beats Berkshire Hathaway's stock, well, then we're going to see some crazy values being thrown around. Like I don't know if there's going to be 500 or 1,000 Bitcoin deaths articles coming up, but the intrinsic value of Bitcoin, to be quite honest, I don't think it's always going to remain the number one position. I think that as long as there is further adaptation, well, it still is in a place where not a lot of people are using it. A lot of people have heard about Bitcoin, but not a lot of people are using it. And by not a lot of people, I mean there's millions of people who are familiar with Bitcoin. They love Bitcoin. They might have a little bit of Bitcoin, but it really is in the hands of a lot of rich people. And I think for the average person, it's still a little bit too expensive. But with other cryptocurrencies like Ripple or smaller, cheaper based cryptocurrencies that are a little bit more, I don't know, acceptable to institutional investors, well, I'm curious to see where it's going to go. But really, the true value, I don't know, if I had to guess, I'd say below 100,000, but somewhere in the 5-figure range within the next 10 years. That doesn't mean it's going to happen. It might die. It might die. Really, it might die. But as we're reading through this, it seems that it's going to have a very difficult death. It's going to have a very difficult death. But even if it were to die, it's going to leave behind some kids. And the new cryptocurrencies that came out, well, there's thousands of these projects, but even if 90% of them are scams, they're going to fall out of the woodwork, right? There's going to be more and more projects every single year. And there's going to be more and more regulation coming down, which means that the projects that will remain will be verified by the governments and the banks. And I know the cryptocurrency enthusiasts from the very beginning, they didn't want governments and banks getting involved. But hey, if you want to reach the mainstream majority, you have to have some, cons to this, right? You got to have some leeway. First time catching Kubera live. Hi, Gareth David. Hey, Mike, where did you learn to trade cryptos? I started trading, I think it was either 2013 or 2014. I mentioned this in previous videos. It was actually pumping and dumping altcoins on cryptsy.com. Like, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I mean, it was so new at the time to me. We're actually, it was probably somewhere around here. I don't know. It was somewhere around this point where I started learning more and more about Bitcoin and altcoins. And there was a period where I kind of took a break. And I wish I didn't, but hey, you learn from your mistakes. That's why, even though it may not seem like I'm doing a lot with my YouTube channel right now, I got a little bit of Bitcoin. I'm still going to be posting every single week, and I've been posting every single week. I'm still reading up about articles, and unless Bitcoin were to hit like $10, which I don't think it ever will again, I'm still going to believe in it. Bitcoin bears say told you so. Bloomberg. We see Bloomberg already here, like what, the third, fourth time? December 2014, we're reaching wintertime. This is 4 years ago. 4 years ago at 346, 325, 325, 332, 327. Bitcoin's defects will hasten its demise in 2015. Well, we're going to see what's happening in 2015, but if you remember this image, it went up. It went up in 2015. Where's 2015? Where's 2015? Is starting to do its slight incline here. What's happening? It hits $1,000 in 2017, and then bam, 20,000. It's a very steady incline, right? Very steady, 400, 500, 600. But hey, steady wins the race, right? So was 2014 the death march for Bitcoin? 315, 3,000. Catching a little bit early, guys, here. Oh, man, we're getting a lot of news up in January 2015. And earlier in December, I think we might have missed a couple. I'm sorry about that, guys. The great paradox of Bitcoin, if it ever succeeds, it's doomed. Bitcoin's financial network is doomed. They really love that word, doomed. If you're a marketer and you're looking at this video, you can take some great examples of what keywords you can use. Doomed, Ponzi scheme, scam, dead, the death march. These are very negative. Like, think about what the media is trying to do to you. They're trying to brainwash you a little bit. And also think about what's going on behind the media. Who are they being sponsored by? Who are they trying to appease to? What their advertisers want them to put up? So, was 2014 the death march for Bitcoin? Bitcoin's new year price plunge. Bitcoin's upcoming capital crisis. Why Bitcoin is a Ponzi scheme. Can Bitcoin survive 2015? AOL is asking this, and I don't know how AOL survived even up to 2018. Like, nobody really uses AOL. Like, I'm sorry, AOL. Like, let's be real here for a second. Like, AOL, guys, rest in peace, AOL. I'm sorry, AOL. Like, you shouldn't even be on this website. But anyways, Bitcoin is a victim of disinflation. The New York Times. Oh my goodness, we're seeing some big names in here. The Washington Post, Bitcoin's new year price plunge, 274. Bitcoin's upcoming capital crisis, January 9th, 2015. Guys, we're approaching the 1/4 mark. I know this is going to take a long, long time before we're going to get to the end, but we're proving this point. All right, no distractions now. Let's just read all the way to the end. It was 2014, the death march for Bitcoin at $315. Bitcoin's new year price plunge at $274. Bitcoin's upcoming capital crisis at $290. Why Bitcoin is a Ponzi scheme on January 11th at $267. January 13th. Is this the end of Bitcoin at $228? Bitcoin plummets. Business Insider, we've already seen you like 5 times here. You're just all bipolar all over the place. $182. Bitcoin revealed it's a Ponzi scheme for redistributing wealth from one libertarian to another. Let's actually read what kind of brilliant quote they might have conjured here. If Bitcoin were a currency, it'd be the worst performing one in the world. Worse even than the Russian ruble. But Bitcoin isn't a currency. It's a Ponzi scheme for redistributing wealth from one libertarian to another. But in the long run, we're all dead and Bitcoin might be too. What? Oh my God. Wait. What? That last sentence. But in the long run, we're all dead and Bitcoin might be too. Like, what kind of an argument is that? We're all going to die, so Bitcoin's going to be like, yeah, I guess Bitcoin is going to be dead because we're all going to die anyways. Oh my God. That is so brilliant. Oh my goodness, my laptop has 10% battery. Like, I don't know how long we've been live streaming, but we gotta speed things up a little bit here, guys. Slowly but surely, Bitcoin appears to be falling apart at $209. Bitcoin might be dead. It doesn't matter. Bitcoin is a victim of disinflation. Bitcoin is headed to the ash heap. Is this the end for Bitcoin? Bitcoin to die. It's unavoidable. Why Apple Pay and dollars are killing Bitcoin. Apple Pay, by the way, Forbes, like Apple Pay is great. Samsung Pay is great. Google Pay is great. And there's so many other applications out there, but it serves a very specific purpose, and that's purchasing stuff in stores. And that's really awesome, which Bitcoin can be used for that too. But I actually would prefer to use Apple Pay or Google Pay or Samsung Pay. But there's a whole slew of things that Apple Pay is not good for where Bitcoin was good for. This is at $233. February, finally a new month, the end of Bitcoin. Bitcoin is dying and will be remembered like Pogs. 5 reasons Bitcoin revolution is over by Sputnik News. Bitcoin futures will be the death of Bitcoin. And we're finally approaching this period where we're going to see some action. We're going to see some action coming up. And here it's getting a little rusty, right? It's in the 200s. But if we scroll up a little bit, right? Okay, it's moving up moving up 300s, 400s, but let's continue. We got to do this. We got to do this march, man. We got to do this march. Oh man. All right. Bitcoin futures will be the death of Bitcoin. This was in February 2015, March 2015. Predictions for 2015. That doesn't really give us a good title, so we got to read through what are the predictions from Financial Times at $282.55. Nevertheless, the chances of Bitcoin, the most popular of this new breed of self-clearing financial instruments, making it as a mainstream currency, are now zero. Prices have been floundering at around $350 a coin for months, escalating losses for those who invested at last year's $1,200 highs. Add to this a stream of high-profile scandals over the past year, such as the collapse of Tokyo-based currency exchange Mt. Gox in February, and realize it's not a question of if, but when the public loses interest in this experiment entirely. Guys, is it still an experiment? Is it still an experiment at a $61 billion market cap? Is it still an experiment? You got to let me know. When Bitcoin is $1, I will buy 10, says Crypto Pirate. Great. Josh, I'm not going to repeat thanks to YouTube censorship on this live stream, but Josh, you have a very beautiful point that on Avio would totally agree with you. So I think they will start breaking toes. Evolution Marketplace goes down in massive Bitcoin heist. Oh, guys. I didn't even have, oh man, I'm so happy to see that. Evolution, yeah. Speaking of marketplaces and darknet and stuff, it's nice when a market goes down here and there because in the longer, it's actually good news for the price of crypto. Bitcoin is going to disappear. IEX from the Netherlands, 246, April 2015. Why Bitcoin's male domination will be its down. What? Male dominant? Oh my God. Get your sexist crap out of here, Fusion. Come on. Oh, guys, we were missing a little bit of sexism. Like, you know, hey, Bit reserves new COO. Bitcoin will go away in 5 years. Well, fire that COO. Who is that COO? Bitcoin will go away in 5 years. It was in April 2015. We're approaching 2019. I mean, we're going to see because you know, even right now, after a severe crash, it's more than 15 times the price of what the COO said here. The death of Bitcoin, Tony Arcieri at $234. Crypto Rocker, hi, Kubera. Enjoy the show and your hard work. Word. All right. For anybody that just tuned into this live stream, I'm literally going, there's 44 people watching here. I'm literally going for like the past 38 minutes from the very bottom here, from 23 pennies to $3 to $10 to $122 to $600 to $400 to $200. Where are we? We're at the death of Bitcoin, 234. Bitcoin isn't the future money. It's either a Ponzi scheme or a pyramid scheme. Washington Post. Bitcoin is unsustainable. Motherboard at $253.99 at June 2015. And we see, you know, there's been so many horrific Bitcoin crashes throughout history. And Bitcoin's still here. Bitcoin's still alive and well. There's more projects than ever before. Oh gosh, my laptop's at 5% battery. Hold up. Let me turn off my, because I'm not using my camera anyways. Hopefully that doesn't interrupt the stream. If anything, okay, I just turned it off and we're going to plug in my charging cable thanks to Mac's awesome technology. Mac and Apple, we were just talking about Apple Pay. Unlike cryptocurrencies, Mac is really, really great. Like Mac, oh man, they love updates. They decided with the newer versions, they're actually going to remove the SD port. They're going to remove CDs and DVD players. Who needs that stuff, right? Definitely not YouTubers. And they're actually going to remove the amount of USB-C ports. So there's only 2 ports. I can't even fit a freaking charging cable. Anyways, guys, I'm not going to call myself Mike Kubera. Everything's good. All right. Bitcoin. Woo! Here we are, Bitcoin. Oh, it's 2 a.m., must be 4 a.m. in Poland. It's actually 3:17 in the morning. It's 3:17 in the morning. I'm going on about Bitcoin, how Bitcoin's not going to die, unlike the title says, because Bitcoin has technically died 329 times. It's going to die at 330th time, but it's not going to die until the last person has stopped talking about Bitcoin, is dead. So, Bitcoin will bite the dust. Cato Journal at $273.66. Distributed Ledgers Part 1. Bitcoin is Dead by Pascal at $281. Not to bore you guys who just joined in. So let's read. What did Pascal Bouvier say? We have yet to see any meaningful adoption in the retail world, and the institutional world seems quite lukewarm. The deflationary quality of Bitcoin, by design and not by accident, is a major drawback. Deflation naturally encourages hoarding and delays spending, which is the behavior we are witnessing with Bitcoin holders. Bum, 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 bum. What are you on, man? I'm on Bitcoin, brother. That's what I'm on. I'm on cryptos. I love cryptos. Oh, cryptos. Woo! Tona, no, I'm actually not. W's onto something. Oh, man. Unlimited KFC says, I feel the real death of Bitcoin will come from people losing access to their coin over time. But here's the thing. It's similar to that whole question, what if the internet goes out? If the internet goes out, like if enough people die that control the banks, well, there's going to be some problems. Just as if enough people die that have Bitcoin, there's going to be some huge problems. But before that happens, you would need millions and millions of people to die. You would need millions and millions of people to die. And if you have millions of people dying who have access to internet, who live in really good areas, who have a lot of money, there's some major catastrophe that's going on. So before some major catastrophes start happening, let's stop getting into these paranoid, weird thoughts and think realistically, think normally. Yeah, probably everything's going to be fine. And if not, well, then we really aren't going to be worried about the price of Bitcoin. We're not going to be worried about the price of the dollar. We're going to be worried about surviving the next day. That's what's going to be happening. So Bitcoin is declining, but is it dead? $236, September 2015, October 2015. This Bitcoin startup is changing its name and moving away from Bitcoin. I'm actually curious, which startup is it discussing about? Fortune, $253.32. October 7th, 2015, I broke Bitcoin, Vice.com. Bitcoins are a waste of energy, literally, the drum. There's so many things out there that are a waste of energy. Oh my God, don't even get me started on that. The blockchain, just like the internet, except that it's not. Are you sure about that, payments.com? Are you sure? Why Bitcoin isn't the wave of the future after all. So let's see, what did Fortune have on their mind here? I'll be surprised if Bitcoin is here in 5 years, he has told Fortune. The value of Bitcoin isn't the currency, but the technology. I think once the world becomes more accustomed and attuned to the platform of Bitcoin, the noise will go away and the currency will go away too. The real transformation is the idea of taking all barriers down, whatever currency or commodity you want to transact, and you can do it for free. All right. And what company? BitReserve. Okay, there we go. BitReserve. BitReserve was in the news earlier as well. Jamie Dimon. Oh my God. We have Jamie Dimon. This was only 3 years ago. Yeah, it's just been a little over 3 years. Jamie Dimon at $395. I want you guys to notice the jump here. 239, 236, 253. Suddenly we have 395. And this is after a drop. So come November 2015, let's actually explore where we're at. November 2015. Here we are, 300. Oh, we saw 486 on November 4th. And somewhere, yeah, so it seems like 400. Oh, we're approaching 400 again in December, but 486. Wow. Wow. Jamie Dimon. Everybody trusts Jamie Dimon, right? Bitcoin will not survive. Could Bitcoin prices hit $100? This is why Bitcoin is doomed. $449.79. Oh, UBS chairman, Bitcoin currency will fail, has no lender of last resort, $330.91. More dirt on the Bitcoin. Why do you say the Bitcoin? That just seems so unprofessional. Former Bitcoin companies are erasing their embarrassing bits. Yikes. The Guardian, $318.84. 449. 449 is quite a bit from 23 cents. Let me find it again. Where's 449? Nick Weaver on why you should sell your Bitcoin. I wonder why Nick would want you to sell your Bitcoin in 2016. Maybe it's because Nick Weaver wants you to sell Bitcoin so you can buy it at a cheaper price. 2016, as we can see, 2016, we're up in the 400s, 500s, 600s, even approaching $700 range. So quite a bit from the original price of like what, 1 penny. The Bitcoin is dead, Josh Hop. The Bitcoin is dead. Bitcoin is dead. Long live Bitcoin. Want funding? Just throw blockchain into your title, Gareth says. Well, not exactly. I mean, that would have worked in 2017, the ICO craze, but nowadays, well, people are getting much, much smarter about that. And not to bore some of you guys who are in this, who are like really, really into Bitcoin, let's go through a couple articles here. Where were we? We were in like 2015 just recently. So Bitcoin sign accepted into Unicode. Gwern and Wired claim Craig Wright is probably Satoshi Nakamoto. Yeah, Craig Wright is okay. Mike Hearn quits Bitcoin. Bitcoin roundtable. Okay, let's go back. Oh, I'm ready. Let's finish this, guys. RIP, rest in peace, Bitcoin. It's time to move on. The resolution of the Bitcoin experiment. The decline of Bitcoin shows you can't engineer past government. Bitcoin is dead. Long live the blockchain. The street. All right, that's a pretty fair statement to make. Maybe not, completely, but it's fairer than most of your compatriots there. Debates, or is that spelled wrong? Debates on blockchain eclipse talk of Basel III at Davos. That's at $397. So we already went through quite a journey here, guys. 23 cents, $3, $84, $100. We hit past the $250 market range, past the $700 market range. It did have a little bit of a crash here, and every single time, why Bitcoin is a Ponzi scheme. Oh man, rest in peace, Bitcoin. It's still going up. All right. So where were we? The dream of buying coffee with Bitcoin is dying if it's not already dead. Vice said at $422.18. Vice, you were already in here before. Get out of here, Vice. Bitcoin payments around the world are failing as the platform is overwhelmed, says Business Insider. The crisis in Bitcoin and the rise of blockchain. Fortune, $417.93. March 6th, the dumb investment of the week. Bitcoin Investment Trust seeking alpha. Death sentence for the world's most popular cryptocurrency, Cointelegraph, $410. We see Cointelegraph in here for the first time. Cointelegraph, what are you doing? What's the death sentence? Let's see. What did Cointelegraph possibly say? Bitcoin will be soon dead, claims David Yermak. Okay. So Cointelegraph wrote the article, but they're not saying it. Okay, says David Yermak. That's understandable. I was a little bit surprised to see what's Cointelegraph. Their entire business is running on Bitcoin. Performing an autopsy in the Bitcoin, the street, $409.05. The best analogy, although not perfect, for the demise of Bitcoin versus Ethereum and the other unlimited blockchain technologies being developed for commercial application is that of the experience of digital audio tapes. Are you seriously comparing Bitcoin to get out of here? Bye. $409. So 1,000 Bitcoin wallets won't replace one financial revolution. CoinDesk, $408.12, March 2016. We are approaching 2 years. 2 years away. Yahoo, yet again, Bitcoin is dead, says prominent fintech executive. Bitcoin maybe oh my god, I'm gonna die before I finish. Bitcoin is dead. Like oh my god, how long is this gonna take, guys? How low can we go? Bitcoin may be failing, but the technology behind it will live on, says Forbes at $442.88. I'm gonna take off my sweater. Like it is way too hot in here, and Bitcoin is still not dead, guys. It seems like Bitcoin's still not dead. Zorn, oh god, oh. It seems like you guys are having a little bit of a debate in the comment section. Let's read through. If Bitcoin dies, we can reset it to 2009. Well, guys, just keep it civil. Don't go too crazy out on yourself. Whatever your opinions are, I love the opinions. Let them flow. It's great to have you guys in here. So, to all the new viewers, welcome to this channel. We're discussing why Bitcoin has not died yet. We're at $3,489 currently. All right, let's kill it. Bitcoin may be failing, but the technology behind it will live on. I think we did that. We rather disagree with the estimation of Bitcoin, says Adam Smith, at $572. Oh, that's a new point. $572. We are quite a bit even just from a couple months ago where it was at $397. So $572, $577, and June 7th, Bitcoin's rallying again, but isn't getting much attention anymore. Oh, boo-hoo. It's rallying again, but it isn't getting, yeah, it's dead. It's dead for sure. July 2016, why Ethereum succeeded where Bitcoin failed, says Vice.com. So Vice actually thought, the flippening is going to happen for real. And a lot of people were getting very interested in the flippening, but it never did happen. The flippening in terms of Ethereum and Ripple, that did happen. It's a back and forth battle, but is Bitcoin a failure? Free Keen, $666, July 2016. So notice how they're not saying Bitcoin has necessarily died as much. In the articles themselves, they are. But the titles are changing a little bit, right? The perspective, even though some of these prices already happened, years back. But interesting. The Bitcoin bros have lost. How Bitcoin was brought down by its own potential, and the banks, says Quartz, at $572.84 on August 2016. Josh says we're all going to die. Sell your organs. I'm not sure if that's going to be acceptable in the live stream. Rules for rebels. Great to see you in here, by the way. I think too many people got burned or saw others get burned. The previous crashes, nobody outside of crypto was even paying attention. But listen, people will learn from their mistakes, and some of them will never return to crypto. Others will return full force. Others will be observing from the sidelines. But even though millions of people's got burned, there's still so many individuals that have never even heard of Bitcoin, let alone finding out about it, doing the proper research, starting a career with Bitcoin or other cryptocurrency projects. And then, within the next couple of years, if the media will continue doing what it has been doing for the past couple of years, if crypto keeps doing what it's been doing, since 2008, well, we're going to see a large influx of people. Most probably. So cryptocurrencies are dead. Medium blog post on September 2016, $606. This is 302 times the price of when it was in 2010. It took 6 years for it to get to 606. Well, it got to 606 before, but this is where there's a major stability point. October 2016, is Bitcoin doomed, says Newsweek, 635. Bitcoin's at it again. Bloomberg, $734.35. Yeah, Bitcoin's going to be dead here. No, it's not. Circle CEO, nobody will be using Bitcoin in 5 to 10 years. In 2016, well, we're going to find out about that in 2021. That could be possible. But then again, they did say it to 10 years. So maybe by 2026, nobody's going to be using it. I doubt nobody, but who knows? Maybe, Ethereum might be the next one. Maybe a Ripple. Maybe there's a project that's currently being developed that nobody really knows about that's going to come out next year that's going to be the Bitcoin killer. Maybe. We're starting to see much more reasonable headlines here. Bitcoin was supposed to change the world. What happened? Vox comes into the picture. $735.54. December 2016. It is currently December 2018. We're 2 years away from being finished. Bitcoin is a bubble. It will burst on Monday, 12th December 2016. Why this well-funded startup just gave up on Bitcoin. Bitcoin passes $1,000, but only number that matters is 0. And we are at the first article that's saying Bitcoin is dead in January of 2017 after it hit $1,000. The first article, woohoo, Financial Times. Yeah, totally. Bitcoin will never be a currency, something way weirder. Wired, hold up. Wired. Okay, so here we're at $931. Here we're at $13, $2. Wired at $835. Wired, it's good to see you, right? We're gonna do that now for some of these names that Gizmodo was spelled wrong here. For some of these names that pop up, we're gonna go back to the previous post. Bitcoin is a bubble we've seen before, says McClellan, at $906 in January 2017. Now we're going on to February. Bitcoins are going to arrive in a few days at the equivalent of the October 31st, 2007 top in the NASDAQ. And shortly thereafter, they should see an echo of the 2008 bear market. So if you're holding any Bitcoins, your moment to exit and flee is rapidly approaching. This was, a couple months before there was one of the largest rallies Bitcoin has ever seen before. Oh, whoops. They wanted you to sell. I wonder why. So Adam, can you go further into details about the Bitfinex hack? It's actually quite interesting. The Collegian, $996.31. Praxis speaker says Bitcoin will die in February 2017. Bitcoin refuses to just die already, Gizmodo, at 1185. It just refuses to die. Oh my God. Like, why won't it die? Like, we made a headline. Let's go back. We made a headline here. The Bitcoin is dying. Whatever. And I know they spelled it wrong, so here we go. Gizmodo, it's the same thing. Bitcoin refuses to just die already at 1185, and we made an article at $10 that it's dead. Why were we so wrong? Why were we so wrong? And why are we so stupid that we're going to put up this article in February 2000? Guys, fire the people who are seriously working at Gizmodo. Fire like everybody. Just wait. Gizmodo. Are those the guys that went through a lawsuit? Gizmodo. Yeah, there's actually a couple lawsuits, but we're going to go. You guys can do the research on your own time. Some of these companies that are actually listed in here, some of them had to change their name. Some of them got sued for millions of dollars. Some of them, well, the executives got fired. So all of these companies have their very interesting stories. A leading economist explains why Bitcoin isn't money. Business Insider, $1185. Bitcoin will never be a financial mainstay at $1184.47. The rise and fall of Bitcoin and the new kid on the blockchain. Forbes in April 2017 at 1234. May 2017, Bitcoin is the world's second worst currency at 2,000. Boom, we just beat a record, 2,306. What is a good price for Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies? Zero. Jonathan Harris is so wrong at 2262.83. Bitcoin Ponzi gone global. Bitcoins, are you kidding me? Seeking Alpha. All right, Seeking Alpha. Of course they're kidding you. Dumb investment of the week at 408. Bitcoins, are you kidding me at 1938? Oh, no, I clicked the wrong. Sorry, guys. Seeking. By the way, that is a great website. You just literally pay for the hosting. It's like, what, 99 cents? And without any support, support. That's why like GoDaddy and one stop shop or whatever it's called. Gosh, I forgot. I haven't bought hosting in a while. That's why they're so expensive. Anyways, Seeking. We got a sneak peek here. Seeking Alpha has, but hey, you already see what's happening in the future. Seeking Alpha has screwed up so many times that they're posting at $9,000, $11,000, $1,000. You can see their names so many times in here. But before we continue skipping on ahead, where were we? We were in 2017. Bitcoin is the world's second worst currency. What is a good price for Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies? Zero. Bitcoin Ponzi gone global. Bitcoins, are you kidding me? The death of Bitcoin, the beginning of the end for Bitcoin. The beginning for the end of Bitcoin was back in 2010. At least you had a chance of it dying. In 2017, sorry guys, but what? In 2017, it hit $20,000. Oh man. Gizmodo suffered from a database breach, if I'm not mistaken. Benzo, ding, 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 ding. Although, well, there's so many companies that suffered from database breaches and hackings and DDoS attacks and all that stuff. Oh, man, I'm getting a little sleepy. Mark Cuban calls Bitcoin a bubble. Price falls at $2,741.29. We're seeing a huge difference here. $2,741. We scroll down just a little bit at 606. 606. Oh, man. Raul Paul, Bitcoin is a mania in June. Stay away from Bitcoin. It's a complete garbage. $2,345.56. Why Bitcoin can't serve as a currency. $23.45. Bitcoin and Ethereum both soon obsolete. Why Bitcoin is doomed to fail on Steemit. Steemit is a wonderful platform, or at least it was, until it failed by itself. $26.54. I know that's just a blog on Steemit, but why investors should ignore the cryptocurrency hype. Investopedia, $2,594.21. And this is probably actually a good article. This is in July 2017. They're probably actually discussing some really good stuff here. I've seen enough cryptocurrency stories over the last few weeks to last me a lifetime, especially about Bitcoin. Bitcoin is not a store of value, and it's not a reasonable investment candidate. You've been warned. Oh, I was wrong. I thought it would actually be a decent. No, sorry. Sorry, Mr. Where was that? Landon? Well, whoops. I gave too much hope for that. Bitcoin acceptance is virtually zero and shrinking. Really? Really? At $2,410.55, you're telling me that last year in July 2017, nobody accepted Bitcoin? It was virtually zero? Really? I saw taxi companies accept Bitcoin. I saw random taxi companies in the middle of small European countries accepting Bitcoin. You're telling me that in America or Canada or Germany or Britain or especially Japan, where Bitcoin is legal and so many random stores, like you go in to buy chips or cola or beer, you go into a bar, you go into a club, you had I can't say the word because it's a live stream, but you had NSFW, adult content producers, accepting cryptocurrencies. And oh my God, it's virtually zero. Who writes this stuff? I know, Futters. The biggest financial bloggers reveal their positions on Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. The market watch at 27.75, 26. Adam quoted, Bitcoin's dying at $200. Yeah, Bitcoin is dying at every single time it reaches $2. $2. Oh my God, I'm falling asleep. You know what I mean? When Bitcoin's going up a little bit. How long have I been doing this for? Like an hour now? Yeah, over an hour. Let's finish it. Bitcoin acceptance is virtually zero and shrinking. Goodbye. I don't want to see that again. Billionaire investor Howard Marks says cryptocurrencies aren't real. I'm sorry, Howard Marks, but they are real. And to be quite honest, Howard Marks probably bought some Bitcoin himself. Cryptocurrencies will be the architects of their own demise. We're approaching 3,000, and here we are at 3,000 in August. 3,375, 3,348, 3,348. We reach 4,000, 4,189. Bitcoin is dead. Long live Bitcoin. Why? Bitcoin is worthless. Cryptocurrency, its status is money. All this Bitcoin stuff is fake. Bitcoin will fail and change the world. Bitcoin just surged over $4,000 and is near the biggest financial crash in 400 years, the street has said. Wait, it's near the biggest financial crash in 400 years? What? What? Wait, hold on. Let's check this out, guys. Maybe he's onto something. Some have likened the cryptocurrency market to the internet sector in 1999. While there was little doubt then and clear evidence since that those companies would take over the planet, the two NASDAQ indexes fell on average of 90% in the 30 months ending 2002. This time, the Bitcoin mania, which has dwarfed even the tulip bulb lunacy, should become the post-child graduate school case study for not only finance, but also psychology, sociology, and perhaps other disciplines. Ironically, for lacking discipline. Friends don't let friends hold Bitcoin below $2,900. The line in the sand of sell stop protection. Otherwise, in the near future, one could be wishing they'd sold this $3,500 zone as Bitcoin breaks under $35 with growing potential for $3.50. Who wrote this? Ken Goldberg. Ken Goldberg Bitcoin. Who is this guy? Move over, Professor Bitcoin. Meet Ken Goldberg. We're actually let's check out his Twitter. Let's check out his Twitter. Let's see what he's saying. He's what is he? He's dsetrading.com. He's talking about Amazon. Does he have anything about Bitcoin recently? Here we do. If you follow DSC's TLY warnings, you're not poor now. If you follow DSC's Bitcoin warnings last November, you're not bankrupt now. If you didn't follow, you are in a world of hurt. Oh no, Ken, we're gonna revisit you. We're gonna revisit you next year. Let's see where you're at. But we see the name Peter Schiff here. Cryptocurrencies will be the architects of their own demise. Bitcoin is dead. Long live Bitcoin. Why? Bitcoin is worthless. Cryptocurrency status is money. All this Bitcoin stuff is fake. Bitcoin failed and changed the world. Bitcoin just surged over 4,000. We already read that. Where were we? We stopped on that. I was just so shocked by that title. I was like, really? Really? The biggest financial crash in 400 years? Like, are you really kidding me? Not so much. Like an 80% crash from within the past year. I mean, there's been really, really bad crashes of like 50,000%, but 80%, like, really? Sorry, man. You're just wrong. Gartman, avoid the Bitcoin boom. The death of Bitcoin at $4,179. A Bitcoin is worth $4,000, why you probably should not own one. Bitcoin bear Peter Schiff doubles down. Even at $4,000, it's still a bubble. Bitcoin in an illusionary age. Big governments will crush Bitcoin but won't kill it. Here we have, I don't know what this is, but here's how Bitcoin will change. Bitcoin, a textbook example of investing psychology. This is at $4,668.50. This is the highest price point of a Bitcoin is dead article so far that we've seen. This is in September 3rd, September 4th, the death of Bitcoin and the future of cryptocurrencies, seeking alpha. We see that beautiful name yet again. It seems like every single time we see him, the price is going up higher and higher. And that's exactly the point of this video, because every single time that we're discussing all of these, well, every couple of months, but most of these names that keep popping up again, we see them every single time. The Bitcoin price is getting higher and higher and higher because, oh no, Bitcoin's dead here. Bitcoin is dead here. Bitcoin is dead here. Bitcoin's dead here. Bitcoin's dead here. Oh, Bitcoin's definitely dead here. Yeah, it's dead here. It's dead here. And what if it goes up here? Oh, then it's dead. Oh, then it's dead, right? So JP Morgan's CEO, oh, his name is there again. Oh my goodness. But hold on. Let's read September 5th, where money goes to die. $4,363.02. Bitcoin's price hit $5,000 last week. It's still a dumb investment. Totally. So if you bought Bitcoin at $5,000 and you sold it at $20,000, even if you're 100% late to the party, you made 4 times your investment. Okay. So let's say you didn't sell at let's say you didn't sell at $20,000. You bought at $5,000 and you sold at $15,000 after it crashed $5,000. Now, the thing with Bitcoin is you're able to sell it for an additional 10, 15, 20, 30%. So really, you still could have sold it at $20,000 had you found the right buyer and the right opportunity. So if you were selling to a foreign buyer in a different country for Amazon gift cards or whatever, there's so many different ways you're able to sell through local Bitcoins, forums, or if you were able to invest that into further projects, you probably could have made even more than 4 times your money. But hey, it's still a dumb investment, at least the LA Times said. Hi, life-size box. Oh man, some of you guys, I don't know how you're still in here. You survived more than an hour of me discussing the obituary stats. Why China crushed Bitcoin, Forbes says, at $4,450.15. China didn't crush Bitcoin. They actually accelerated its growth. They sort of crushed ICOs, but not really. It's not like ICOs died thanks to China. They did go down for a little bit, but yeah. Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other cryptocurrencies may be seeing the beginning of the end. Market Watch, September 7th. Market Watch, let's see. We have him at 38.36. We have him at 23.45, 46.69, 9,000, 10,000, 6,000, 6,000, 6,000. Why did it go it again? Anyways, if we went down further, we would have seen Market Watch a little bit lower. But let's scroll through. Oh man, there's so many more to go. But we're approaching the end. We're like halfway done, guys. I know this is crazy, right? So let's speed it up. Where are we? Oh man, here comes the fun part. Why China crushed Bitcoin. We read that. What Bitcoin isn't. $4,106.45. JP Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon says Bitcoin is a fraud that will eventually blow up. CNBC, $4,367.12. Bitcoin is in a bubble, and here's how it's going to crash. CNBC, oh my God, does anybody really believe them on Bitcoin? JP Morgan's top quantitative strategist, echoing the CEO Jamie Dimon, compares Bitcoin to a pyramid scheme at $3,606.08 on September 15th. September 17th, John McAfee accidentally just revealed why Bitcoin is a total fraud. Bitcoin's wild ride shows the truth. It's probably worth zero. Bridgewater founder Ray Dalio, Bitcoin is a bubble. Stay away from Bitcoin. It's an absolute bubble, says Toxville Hathaway at $3,967.09. Bitcoin to zero. Bob Moriarty at $3,714.44. Bitcoin's doomed ecosystem at $3,826.53 on September 26th. On the next day, Bitcoin is a fraud. Wolf of Wall Street, Jordan Belfort proclaims $3,922.21. Let's see. The Wolf of Wall Street, Jordan Belfort, thinks Bitcoin is a fraud. He expects the central bank to introduce a cryptocurrency of its own, and that's what will take hold. Jordan Belfort, by the way, is a scammer. Yeah, he got literally sentenced to jail for like stealing $100 million. So I don't know if that's the best. I don't know if that's the best source to be looking for your investment info from. Bitcoin's fabulous rise will eventually end in tears. South China Morning Post at 4,035. Now we're in October. We're nearly a year away. 7 reasons why you should not invest in Bitcoin's cryptocurrencies. The Economic Times at $4,417.98. That's a huge jump from $2,000. And an even bigger jump from $1,000 or $500. American SEC begins the purge of cryptocurrencies by targeting Bitrex, $4,417.98 on October 3rd. You guys remember that news? Man, that was actually kind of fun reporting on that. Bitcoin's price bubble will burst under government pressure. The Guardian, $4,497.91 on October 9th. And the next day, Gary Schilling calls Bitcoin a black box, and it says he doesn't invest in things he doesn't understand. $4,657.52. And now we hit a $5,128 article. Boom. Jamie Dimon says, if you're stupid enough to buy Bitcoin, you'll pay the price one day. Peter Schiff, Bitcoin is not the money of the future. Noble women economist Schiller calls Bitcoin a fad at 56.40. That's a new record. Bernanke thinks Bitcoin will fail, but he likes blockchain at 56.40.15. Had to drink some Coca-Cola. Technology will kill Bitcoin. Forbes, it's their highest article yet at $5,660.99 on October 20th. On the 23rd, virtual currencies are not money. Nearly at $6,000 here. Also $6,000. UCLA faculty voice, Bitcoin is an energy-wasting Ponzi scheme. And Prince Al-Walid says Bitcoin will implode and run in the making. Prince Al-Walid, by the way, he's a beautiful example of another individual who was arrested and had to pay more than $1 billion fine to the Saudi Arabian government. So that's a really beautiful example right there. November, CME futures should stop, drive Bitcoin price towards zero. We see our first article here that's saying Bitcoin will be dead at $6,252.11, so above $6,200. Woo! Greater fool theory, the Bitcoin bubble. Also November 1st, The Economist, $6,253.11. November 2nd, Bitcoin is the very definition of a bubble. Credit Suisse CEO says Bloomberg. All right, so let's see, Bloomberg. Let's go all the way down to the bottom, $641. And we have Bloomberg at $93. And where were we? Bloomberg at $6,533. Yeah, that's quite a jump from like $83, 65.33. And you know, it went up to 20 grand. Bitcoin is on the same path as every bubble in history at $7,265.15 on November 5th. On November 7th, $72.74.11. Bitcoin has no future because of its anonymity. Soc Gen CEO says, CNBC. November 8th, economist Nouriel Roubini says Bitcoin is a gigantic speculative bubble. Business Insider 71.43.47 at 72.55.21 on November 10th. Bitcoin price will go to zero as Bitcoin will struggle to remain the dominant cryptocurrency. One of Asia's largest banks says Bitcoin is a Ponzi scheme. Bitcoin price will go to zero as Bitcoin will struggle to remain the dominant cryptocurrency. Nice. Seeking Alpha. Yeah, nice to see their name again. Bitcoin is a bubble. No plans to short sell. Japan Post Bank CIO Reuters above $7,000 still. Here we see $8,000. Oh my goodness, above $8,100. Why Bitcoin will go the way of the tulips. Oh, there goes that tulip mention again. Great. Bitcoin is dead. It was split into two. well, it was the furthest away from death, and Bitcoin Cash came about, and then Bitcoin Cash had its own split and blah, 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 which probably wasn't the best this year, but hey, 81,116. That's crazy. 81.9615 cents. The Bitcoin bubble will burst. It's time for a bit pound. November 23rd, 10 reasons why Bitcoin will fail. List verse, $8,196.15. The Guardian view on cryptocurrencies, blockchain of fools. The Guardian, $8,196.15. November 27th, exit sign, Kunstler. We see our first Bitcoin is dead article above 9,000 at $9,096.37. And also on the same day, time to sell your Bitcoins. Cryptocurrency success a bubble. Central bankers around the world warn. Bitcoin rally may continue, but is it driven more by high school dropouts than fundamentals? This actually seems like a really fun article, so let's read that. Hey, idiots, you're going to lose all your money on Bitcoin. Idiots, Splinter says at 96.6623. So we read that. Bitcoin rally may continue, but is it driven more? Blah, blah, blah. Bitcoin looks like a sure bubble, a disaster waiting to happen. So Bitcoin then, a bubble or not, if you ignore the arguments that attempt to justify its valuation, it looks like one, albeit with dynamics that are very hard to interpret. If you listen to them, it looks that way even more, with more confidence in the argument's bogus nature. Draw your own final conclusions. All right. Hey, idiots. Bitcoin is a fake and made up scam. Can you articulate what it is? This guy's swearing too much. I'm sorry. I can't really, yeah, we're not going to take you seriously here. This is what could pop the Bitcoin bubble, says Bloomberg, while we're approaching 10 grand. Bitcoin ought to be outlawed. Nobel Prize winner Stiglitz says at $9,972.67. And on November 30th, it's the first article that says Bitcoin will die. Bitcoin is a delusion that could conquer the world. The Atlantic says at $10,624.75. December 1st, we are 1 year away. Kubera, Bitcoin is not dead. Yes, Kubera has said that. Bitcoin is dead. Adam, I don't believe it's even possible for Bitcoin to be a Ponzi scheme. I would hope so that it hits 10,000 by Christmas. Let's make some money. But anyways, 1 year away, guys. 1 year away. There's a fatal flaw in cryptocurrencies, which means they can never be real currencies, Business Insider. When this happens, Bitcoin could be doomed. The Motley Fool. Economist Jim Rickards on gold versus Bitcoin. Intrinsic value is meaningless for both, but the Bitcoin prices aren't real at $11,101.64. December 4th, $11,393.29. These are huge increases from $2. Huge, 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 huge. Bitcoin is a dangerous speculative bubble, Yale expert says. $11,393.29. Oh, man. And December 5th, Bitcoin, the French economist predicts the day of reckoning, the Irish Times, $11,458.94. And on December 6th, Eric Pichet, Bitcoin will die of grand theft at $11,831.05. We're approaching $12,000. And it's almost 4 in the morning here, guys. Whew. You should make a guide on how to create... Maybe one day. We'll see. Oh, man, I'm so tired, but let's finish this up. Eric Pichet. We said that Greenspan compares Bitcoin to colonial America currency that eventually became worthless in December 6th, $11,831.05. And we see the first Bitcoin is dead article by the Telegraph at $15,455.75. That's approaching $16,000 on December 8th. Bitcoin is doomed. Long live blockchain. A new gold Bitcoin is more like the Beanie Baby bubble. Bitcoin prices are headed towards $0. We've seen that so many times, says Peter Schiff. The Street, 15.3K. Bitcoin has no intrinsic value, Brookfield CEO Flat says, at 14.5K. Bitcoin is useless at 14.5. Why Bitcoin's success could be its downfall. Bitcoin is a Ponzi scheme and will collapse like one. Why Bitcoin's is fool gold at 16.7. That's a new one. Bitcoin is the most perfect bubble possible at 16.7, 16.858. Bitcoin is failing as a currency. Bitcoin approaching 16.9 and 17. Bitcoin, the world's first decentralized Ponzi scheme. Bitcoin buyers should be prepared to lose all their money. The top UK regulator warns at 16.5. Seth Klarman calls Bitcoin a trading sardine. Others say speculative mania. They were right. Real life Wolf of Wall Street, Jordan Belfort slams Bitcoin as a huge, gigantic scam and warns wannabe investors not to waste their money. Some good old Coca-Cola. Oh, yes. December 15th. By the way, we're not going to be listening to Jordan Belfort. December 15th, $16,547.58. Russian China will engineer the Bitcoin apocalypse, says Saxo Bank. December 16th, a Nobel Prize-winning economist says Bitcoin is a more obvious bubble than housing was at 17.6 thousand. Business Insider. The Swedish co-founder of Bitcoin.com has sold all his Bitcoins at $19,498.63. This bottleneck makes for a highly risky and illiquid cryptocurrency, Oldenburg says, adding that the old Bitcoin network is virtually useless. Oldenburg goes on to say that many Bitcoin investors haven't understood these risks because they've only been buying the cryptocurrency. So, anyways, let's see. Oldenburg Bitcoin. Emil Oldenburg, this guy. Emil Oldenburg, CTO of Bitcoin.com. Dang. Bitcoin, analogous to gold, fool's gold. So we've seen it at nearly $20,000 on December 18th. Bitcoin is dead, it seems. And we've come all the way from 23 pennies. $19, $2, $887, $734, $9,000. $9,000. Oh, man. So, Bitcoin, analogous to gold, fool's gold. Bitcoin heading towards $0, and many will lose everything when Bitcoin bubble pops, warns investor Peter Schiff. 10 years in, nobody has come up with a use for a blockchain. Nobody? Are you kidding me? The Bitcoin hoax. Morgan Stanley says the true price of Bitcoin might be zero, and we're kind of at an interesting price point here where it's fluctuating from 20 grand to 13 grand to 15 to 16 to 14 again. The great Bitcoin scam. Forbes. Bitcoin is an implausible currency. Morgan Stanley says, okay, we already read that. Why Bitcoin is the largest Ponzi scheme in human history. Why Bitcoin investors are like stamp collectors. Bitcoin, the Andromeda strain of computer science research at $14,669.04. And we're in a new year. We're finally in this year, January 2nd, 2018 forecast. Bitcoin will crash at 13.6. Why Bitcoin is doomed to fail at 14,000 on January 3rd. The Bitcoin bubble will likely burst, and here's why. An investor who called two last major market crashes said Bitcoin is a bubble. The Bitcoin revolution isn't coming. Here's why. The Guardian's view on cryptocurrencies are greater as fool's gold at 17.1. Bitcoin is teaching libertarians everything they don't know about economics. Bitcoin is not the currency of the future. Bitcoin's demise moves closer. Bitcoin is outdated tech. Bitcoin is a pyramid scheme, warns former Wells Fargo CEO Dick Kovacevic. Sorry, Bitcoin fans, digital currency is still a dream. Bitcoin isn't the future of money. Bitcoin's soaring popularity will trigger its demise on January 18th, $10,685.16. Right around here, the Bitcoin conference of Miami, the blockchain conference of Miami was happening, and that was a beautiful conference, really fun time. January 19th, Bitcoin could be here for 100 years, but it's more likely to totally collapse. Nobel laureate says at $11,582, the end of Bitcoin. Bitcoin price threat. Bitcoin won't last past 2018. Wait, Bitcoin won't last past 2018? Guys, it's already December 2018. Bitcoin won't last past, okay, so it did fall from $11,582 to currently, let's refresh the page. It was at $34.89. Oh gosh, it's at $35.07.25. It's still got $61 billion market cap. So it's the 9th of December here. It's the 9th of December, and they're saying that come the 31st, it should be dead. So like January 1st, it should be dead. Yeah, I guess. The end of Bitcoin, the fall of Bitcoin, 5 reasons why Bitcoin won't survive at 12 grand. The experts are getting crypto all wrong. Yeah, I know the experts are getting crypto all wrong. They've been getting it all wrong the whole time. Bitcoin zero-sum game at 10,000. Digital currencies are the future of money, but Bitcoin probably isn't the ultimate winner. Killing the king, how to end the reign of Bitcoin. Blockchain's broken promises. Bitcoin's a joke, but there's serious money to be made. We have a good article. Bitcoin is basically a Ponzi scheme. And now we're in February. I think Kubera has lots of Bitcoin. That's why he cannot sleep. I don't know. I'm just excited about Bitcoin. I like Bitcoin. I really want Bitcoin to go back up because Lambo. No, but seriously. Rubini says Bitcoin is the biggest bubble in human history. 9,641. His name sounds like Houdini. February 6th, Bitcoin savaged by BIS as a bubble, Ponzi scheme, and an environmental disaster. It's an environmental disaster. It's a catastrophe. It's worse than Katrina. At least BIS says. That's what they're making it seem like. Bitcoin price is pure speculation. The Bank of Austria chief attacks popular cryptocurrency. Is Bitcoin heading towards zero? Forbes, $8,700. Yeah, is Bitcoin heading towards zero? This Bitcoin was at like $150 billion market cap here. $150 billion market cap, or even more. Bank of, I don't know what that is. BOE's Carney says Bitcoin has pretty much failed as currency. Now it went back above 10 grand. Hedge fund honcho Singer says Bitcoin is one of the most brilliant scams in history. As it's going back up again. Sure, it did fall, but you know, we're going to see in a couple months how it does. Maybe it's going to hit 10 grand again. And well, every single cycle happens for a reason. And every single market you invest in, whether it's stocks, whether it's Forex, whether it's commodities, you know, all of them have cycles. There's good cycles and there's bad cycles. There's crashes and there's the really big rallies. So, and obviously hedge fund honcho Singer knows about that. No one will pick up Bitcoin, warns South Africa's central bank governor. February 20th at $10,941.31. February 26th, world's largest asset manager says get ready to stomach complete losses in cryptocurrencies. CNBC, $9,689.24. $10,606.11. February 28th, cryptocurrency is a giant multi-level marketing scheme. We're finally in a new month, March. What happens to Bitcoin after the hype is gone? 9,000. The Bitcoin fad is over. Bitcoin is worthless. Bubble may pop soon, Alliance Global says. 7 reasons Bitcoin is June. Bitcoin is based on the blockchain pipe dream. Bitcoin, the poison has begun to spread. So it fell from 11 to 9 grand, which still 9 grand is a long distance from 23 pennies. Cryptocurrency and blockchain. We're in April. Explaining the fraud in 4 slides. Twitter, $7,041. Bitcoin is worthless and will perform worse than stocks in the coming months, analyst says. Blockchain is not only crappy technology, but a bad vision for the future. Bitcoin, the biggest bubble in history, is popping. Bloomberg. He said this in April, so a couple months back. And if it really did pop, in December, we wouldn't be at 3,000. We'd be under 1,000. We'd be approaching $100. But it's going up for some reason. And it was very, very, very stable for $6,000 for a very, very, very long time. Hey, crypto, you're always able to earn more Bitcoin. You don't have to invest. You just have to invest your time. April 5th. Oh, no, hold up. Bitcoin is worthless and perform worse than stocks in the coming month, analyst says. Blockchain is not only crappy technology. Bitcoin, the biggest bubble in history, is popping. Bitcoin mania has clear parallels to the spread of infectious diseases, according to Barclays. Bitcoin is, I can't read that, explained by an expert, Vox. This is all it would take for Bitcoin to become a worthless cryptocurrency. See all crypto and abandon all blockchain, $7,332. Bitcoin is the greatest scam in history at $88.91, so it went back up to 9 grand. But let's see. This is all it would take for Bitcoin to become a worthless cryptocurrency, and then we're on to the next month. The cost of making Bitcoin is not a fixed dollar amount. There's a feedback mechanism in mining any commodity. As the price of Bitcoin increases, new entrants who want to mine Bitcoin enter the market, increasing the effort required to mine a Bitcoin, as its reward will be shared among a larger group of miners. Similarly, when the price of Bitcoin falls and miners exit, the cost of mining decreases. However, the number of miners cannot fall below a certain level because without the miners providing the computing power to maintain the ledger, the Bitcoin blockchain will not remain viable. If the price of Bitcoin falls below its cost of mining, it will quickly go to zero. The real concern is that if the price of Bitcoin continues to fall, mining will become infeasible. Except here's the thing. Most of the main miners have a lot of equipment. And by a lot, I mean like millions of dollars worth. pumping into it. And they're in areas where electricity is almost cheap, right? In China, it's like so cheap to mine compared to other areas of the world, right? So while some miners are forced to shut down because Bitcoin fell below 4 grand, others aren't going to be shutting down until, it hits like 2 grand or 1 grand, right? And they're going to adapt if it does hit the 2 grand. So it's not like everybody's going to suddenly go like, uh-oh, see you, goodbye. Oh man, I've been talking for, woo. By the way, I did like another live stream on another channel of mine right before this live stream. So I'm surprised I'm still going. But anyways, we're in May. There's a decent probability Bitcoin goes to zero, says Vanguard economist. Can cryptocurrencies survive? Warren Buffett says Bitcoin is probably rat poison squared at $9,671.02. CNBC, May 5th. June 15, Bitcoin's greater fools go into hiding. Bitcoin could break the internet, central bank overseer says. Fast Money's Bitcoin funeral. Talk of Bitcoin's demise was on the money. Bitcoin has fallen to its lowest point since November and will probably be totally wiped out. Has it been totally wiped out yet, guys? Has it totally been wiped out? I mean, it's here at $3,500, which from here, the total market cap of 1.5 billion. This was in 2013, which it's not showing you the full range since 2008, but the market cap of 61 billion is 61 billion times more than it was when it first came out onto the markets, just say, when the markets were created. Ooh, Wolf of Wall Street. Why are we seeing this guy again? Oh, that's right, because we're reading obituaries, and that's because the obituaries keep getting repeated. Oh, we're approaching 329. Wolf of Wall Street, Jordan Belfort on Bitcoin. Get out if you don't want to lose all your money at 6,097. And by the way, it was also at 6,097. It actually went up beyond 6,097 in September. So months later, you didn't lose all your money there. Fast, and if you don't sell and it returns to that price point or it goes even higher, did you lose your money? No, you didn't. Talk of Bitcoin's demise went on the money. Bitcoin has fallen. All right. We're in July. Why Bitcoin soon may be worth nothing at $6,610.66. With the con that's Bitcoin, there's no there. Why I'm a crypto skeptic at $7,741 and July 31st, August, September, October, and here we are towards the end. Let's do it. August 15th, CNBC, $6,195. Bitcoin is useless as a payment mechanism and ridiculous as a store of value. The Economist at $6,940. Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies are useless. September 2018, September 12th, the great cryptocurrency crash of 2018, Mises, $6,330.60. September 21st, crypto assets and money, HKMA, $6,750.40. Bitcoin, 10 years of smoke and mirrors, $6,572.83 on October 1st. October 11th, Dr. Doom says Bitcoin represents the mother of all bubbles, $6,221.97. October 15th, the big blockchain lie, Project Syndicate, $6,440.42. October 26th, Bitcoin, or I can't say that, BitMEX Research, $6,440.87. We're in November 11th. Cryptocurrencies have failed, and blockchain still has yet to be proven useful by Forbes, $6,357.60. November 15th, getting poor with Bitcoin, $5,579.52. This is less than a month away. Bitcoin's roller coaster ride finally comes off the tracks, independent, $5,504.17 on November 17th. On November 28th, November 20th, victims of Bitcoin insanity are quickly piling up, 4,380. Crypto bubble went bust for good. I actually want to see this. CCN, 4050, 4554, 4554. Cryptocurrencies are about to become worthless. We've seen that so many times now. Mother Nugget, what are you talking about? I'm still posting videos on there. I'm about to hit 76,000 subscribers on there. And by the way, thank you guys for, gaining some subscribers on here. Woo! New channel, by the way. Anyways, Jamie Dimon and Warren Buffett have the last laugh on Bitcoin. Do they? Bloomberg, 4,554. November 25th, Bitcoin won't last, but crypto is here to stay. That's a fun article to see. $3,952.92. The Bitcoin pyramid scheme continues to collapse at 37.32. November 27th, don't be tricked. Buying Bitcoin is a fool's game. $3,731.93. I come to bury Bitcoin, not appraise it. CNBC, $3,975. November 30th. And also November 30th, the Rast article, Bitcoin becomes a story of bum and boost. Bloomberg, 3,975. And this is the last, the 329th article that's saying Bitcoin is dead. Bitcoin is close to becoming worthless on December 3rd. Market watch, $3,836.68. So when is the next article coming? Is that today, December 9th? December 8th for some of you guys. December 10th will be in a week. I think there's a couple more to come this month. And then we're going to hit 2019. And it's very possible that by 2020, 2021, Bitcoin may hit $50,000. It may hit $100,000. It could also die, but I made a point of reading all the Bitcoin obituaries for the past 90 minutes. And we've seen so far that even in its crash, where people are saying Bitcoin is going to be dead, you know, we're at $3,000, where it started from $3, $887, $200, $2,600, $12,000. And we're going to go back to these charts here. The largest correction took 411 days. This crash right now that we're in, this correction could be 500 days. But hey, Crypto Pirate, I can't reveal how much Bitcoin I have, but I can just say that I'd be happy if it really went up. So I subscribed once. I regret it. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. I literally just read through all the Bitcoin obituaries just to prove a point. And now it's 4:13 in the morning, and I'm going to unplug the charger to my laptop, plug the camera back in. I'm going to stop screen sharing. Here I am. 19 viewers still watching. If you watch this whole thing, you're crazy, just as I am crazy. And have a good, wonderful rest of your night. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Check out my other channels. And maybe buy Bitcoin or don't buy Bitcoin. But one thing I can recommend, I can't recommend whether you're buying Bitcoin or not. One thing I can recommend is go back and listen through this entire video and make a decision of whether you want to research Bitcoin more. Intense and fun. Dudes, I'm so tired. I'm like so tired. I'm going to wake up at like 8 in the morning tomorrow. One thing that I do have going, my girlfriend and I are going to get massages, so that's nice. It's going to de-stress us a little bit. Going to de-stress after repeating how many times Bitcoin has died. By the way, this is how many times that website has said that it's going to die. There's been so many more articles out there that said it's going to die. Anyways, okay, I'm ending it now. Thanks so much, guys. Bye. See ya. Recap, please. Jonas, I literally went through all the Bitcoin obituaries on 99 Bitcoins, all the price points, and we've seen how Bitcoin has died at 23 cents, at $200, at $300, $500, $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000, $9,000, $10,000, $15,000, $20,000. And currently we're at $3,000, which is still like a 30,000% increase, then, or like 300,000% increase, really. So you be the judge. You be the judge whether Bitcoin is really dead today, December 9th. I don't think it is. There's $61 billion floating in Bitcoin. There's nearly $108 billion floating in cryptocurrencies. All right. So thanks so much for staying tuned. I'm heading to bed.